Howdy freeze dryers, it's been a minute since I've done a video, but anytime I can find a better way to do something and a way to revisit an old freeze-dried classic, I want to take advantage. So today we're doing a reboot on freeze-dried ice cream. Freeze-dried ice cream is usually one of the first things that freeze dryers do when they get their freeze dryer, and an instant classic as soon as you do it. But there's always been a couple of problems with freeze-dried ice cream in my opinion. The first and most obvious is a problem with a lot of freeze-dried food when you're eating it in freeze-dried form is it's very dry and the texture is not ideal. The second problem is if you're trying to give these out as treats, getting from this solid state of ice cream, getting it into a uniform snack. And today we're gonna solve both of those problems and have a little fun in the meantime. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is something that you never want to typically do to ice cream. We're gonna let it melt. And by letting this melt, we're accomplishing two things. One, we're going to solve the problem for consistency. It's gonna be really easy to pour onto a tray. It's also going to help us with our next step, which is going into the blender, because introducing a little bit of extra air into the mixture is going to help it have a nicer consistency. It's going to melt in your mouth a little bit better. It also is going to allow you to introduce some flavors if you want to. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I like freeze-dried fruit powders. That would be a great time to add some blueberry or some raspberry. I'm gonna try this a few different ways on different trays today just to see which works the best. But what if you could also add some malted milk, maybe a little bit of milk to get more of a milkshake consistency? That would definitely help with the texture as well. So on this first one, I'm gonna add just a little bit of milk. This is gonna be way more manageable. We can just pour this right onto the tray. Make sure you're adding some silicone or some pre-cut parchment because this will definitely have a tendency to stick to the tray. But look how nice that pours into there now. It also makes it easy to do what we're going to do on the next step. We're gonna solve for the portion problem by dropping some dividers in. There's only one place that you can get these dividers, that's freeze drying supplies. Those are gonna give you a nice bite-sized snack, and hopefully with what we've done so far, it's just gonna melt in your mouth. This also makes it really easy to add something into each single grid if you wanted an individual ingredient like a sliced strawberry, or what if we just drop a single Skittle or your favorite freeze-dried candy inside of there. With that said, we need to make sure that we're not adding too much of the ice cream liquid to the tray because this does have the potential to expand and you're just not gonna want a big old mess. Just for reference, 1.5 quarts of ice cream was actually the perfect amount. It's right up at the lip of a medium tray. This tray is now ready to go. We're gonna want to pre-freeze this. It's gonna help this from expanding a bunch in the freeze dryer. It's also gonna trap these tiny little air bubbles that we put in when we put it through the blender. Second tray, I did some whole frozen raspberries. This will potentially work, but they also might have to be cut into half or quarters. The third batch, I'm adding 1/2 cup of freeze-dried blueberry powder, and I also left out the milk just to see if it's necessary. Scratch that. I ended up having to add milk because adding that blueberry powder really thickened it up. So if this tastes anywhere near as good as it does before it's freeze dried with this fresh blueberry powder, we're in for a real treat because that adds a ton of flavor to it. We're gonna pre-freeze these for 24 hours. You want them to be frozen solid as they're gonna get before going into the freeze dryer. If you want today's recipe as well as other freeze drying tips, make sure you check out our 2 free freeze drying resources, the freezedryingcookbook.com, as well as the Freeze Drying Community Facebook group. Those can be found down in the show notes, and any of the freeze drying products you see in today's video or our other videos can be found at freezedryingsupplies.com. I'm gonna use the Harvest Right app to get the right ice cream settings, and you can see everything is frozen solid now. You don't want to skip this step. Ice cream is typically pretty quick, but I did do one thing that I should not have done, and I froze the ice cream at an uneven level, so it's high on one end and low on the other. You'll see why this matters here in a few seconds, but this cycle ended up taking me about 21 hours. So I did not do myself any favors here by freezing these unevenly. I actually kind of like when this happens, kind of a happy accident, because it shows what happens in the worst case scenario and what you can do to prevent this. You can see that it expanded really big on the one side. On the other side, you can actually see the Skittles popping out, which is kind of cool. Shallow liquid, so it didn't really work as it should have. Fortunately, our blueberry ice cream worked out perfectly because it froze uniform all the way through. And great news, it looks like our raspberries freeze-dried perfectly in whole form. So because we had perfect thickness on the blueberry ice cream, these dividers worked perfectly in order to make perfect size ice cream bite. And the raspberries worked perfectly also, but you can see the thickness definitely depends on the quality of your ice cream bite. The ones that fill up the tray and the dividers come out with a nice thick bite, and the side where the liquid was not as thick have a tendency to crumble. The ones I'm most excited about trying are these Skittle ones. If you could have a happy medium in between these two, where there's too much liquid on this side, there's not enough on this side. Visually, if you were trying to sell these, the little puff of the Skittle coming out looks really cool. So if you could do that somewhere in between the two, I think you'd have a really cool sellable product on your hands. What I'm curious about is what the Skittle looks like in the ones that you can't see that have not come out at the top, what it looks like in the middle. So it looks like the Skittle actually just kind of mixed itself within the bite. It didn't expand inside. But what I'm most excited about is what this tastes like. Several interesting things. One, I really like the bite size, because normally this ice cream, it's either too much or it crumbles apart. The bite size, it stays all together. Two, I don't really like Skittles usually, but adding the Skittles into the ice cream, I like it that way. Actually, it adds some interesting flavor, and it's not so boring with just plain ice cream. Also, blending it really helped a lot with the melt in your mouth type thing instead of the chalky normal ice cream, freeze-dried ice cream that you get. So far, freeze-dried ice cream this way is 100% more sellable, 100% more enjoyable to eat than it normally is, in my opinion. Let's do our raspberry next. This, to me, looks like a little cheesecake bite, which is really cool. And there's so many options you could do. You could do strawberries, you could do blueberries in there. If you can just freeze dry the whole fruit and keep it on top like this, it's so visually appealing. Something that we've never seen before. That was so much better than I expected. That was almost like a cheesecake bite, actually. And I have noticed that I haven't had to take a drink of water yet. Usually when you have some freeze-dried foods, especially ice cream, to me, you feel like you need to drink water instantly. Adding those air bubbles, it just really melts in your mouth a lot more, and just having a little extra milk in there too. Look how cool those are. You would never guess that those were ice cream bites. They almost look like yogurt bites. When you add freeze-dried fruit powder, you get a color. You could put blueberry powder or whatever, raspberry powder, anything like that. And then also add a blueberry in the center. And then you have something that's super interesting and a huge burst of flavor. All of these ended up being way better than I thought they were. There is so much room for just creativity with these. I think they're super visually appealing, and I think if you sell freeze-dried candy or freeze-dried treats, this is a new game changer, something that no one else is doing. Very simple extra step, and I really look forward to seeing what you guys create with this. Make sure you check out the freeze drying cookbook. This kind of recipe, as well as 400 others, can be found there. In the meantime, happy freeze drying.